podcast.
Wake up, man. Wake up.
Brought to
Wake
you
up.
right here on Swell
Tap in, man.
every Saturday morning, 10
We here,
a.m.
man.
Eastern Time. Make sure you're listening to Crocks and Socks, the podcast. Also, we're going to be over on YouTube every Sunday, early. Tap in with us, man.
Make sure
Crocks
y'all
and
tap
Socks,
in, man, for
the
sure.
podcast.
Sunday mornings, man. Make sure y'all tap in NOVILeeTV.com. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all tune in because we're going to keep the flavor coming to y'all, man. It's Novi Lee from Novi Lee TV here. We got Kenneth from the Amp Influencers in the building, man. Yeah. We got another crazy week, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. I feel like it's so much to talk about this week.
Before we get into all that, we got to get into these health rules. So I just want to say, make sure you got your Crocs on, your socks on, you're comfortable. Doesn't matter if you got them in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. Just make sure when you tune into the show.
Make sure you're going somewhere.
Wherever you're listening from, you got your Crocs and your socks on. All right? Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into it.
Let's go. Let's start the show, man. Yeah. So, yeah, man. You been seeing a lot of shit going on this weekend?
Oh, man. A lot.
Everything been going on this week?
This is why I want to start it.
How you feeling?
I want to show some love to a fellow creator. I want to show some love to the good brother Drewski.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's
for sure, man. You got the applause, man. You got the applause over there for Drewski, man.
Let's see what we got going on here, man.
Let's see what we got on the soundboard over there, man.
What we got going on?
Shout out to Drewski, man.
And it's really because I saw the Breakfast Club.
So you seen that too?
I didn't get to see the full interview, but I did see clips of the Drewski interview. But just the fact that
you be on Go Like Me, so I seen a couple of them too.
I saw him on the daily talk show circuit.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he got he on a press run for sure right now.
For sure. So
yeah, I've been seeing him.
To the good brother Drewski. Let's go.
Man, salute to the creators, man. Shout out to Drewski, man. And I feel like he definitely one of those guys who kind of like us. He grew up, watching the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure we shout out to everybody who know it's possible and that we can do it. It can be done.
I'm trying to think of the first Drewski video I saw.
You want to hand me that laptop real quick over there?
Make sure that's second. So the first,
make sure that's still going.
The first Drewski video I saw, I want to say Drewski was.
Got that, yeah. Keep it like that, yeah.
What was he doing? Something crazy, but I will say the new stuff he's got coming out as far as Drewski doing his thing and having his show with the what's it called when he's got the people coming on. Oh, could have been records.
Could have been record. Could have been house. This could have been house.
Could have been
standing on business. We standing on business.
Bruh, brilliant.
Standing on business.
Great job, Drewski. Glad to see you making the circuit, making the runs.
Man, salute to you, man. Cause
sitting to the top as a fellow creator out here in this space, man. Salute to Drewski.
And it's big, man. When you can go from being on people's cell phones to being on people's TV screens to being a part of the conversation and being a part of the culture, that's really big. I remember when I was seeing Drewski doing little skits and you know what I mean. And now you seeing how big it can come so far as brand deals and sponsorships. Right. So it's all about really in this modern day age. We living in a time right now where we got the juice now, man. We as the creators, you can do whatever, man. Whatever you want to do. First, you got to come up with an idea, and I like that. I like the fact that we're getting in that age and time where we don't have to worry about gatekeepers. I like that.
Okay. Well, salute to Drewski, making the runs, not being held down by the gatekeepers.
Speaking of gatekeepers, man, what's up with the diddler?
I want to know what you the diddler. The diddler himself.
The diddler strikes again.
The plot.
Diddler, man, Diddy, man. Hey, leave Meek alone, man. All right.
Meek Mill.
He one of the last independent real ones we got, man. Look, when I tell you, Expensive Pain got me through some things, man. You stay away from that, man.
Stay away from the Philly kid.
Yeah, man. Have you been hearing what's going on with the lawsuit? All right, well, look, listeners, I'm going to inform the listeners. Let me inform the viewers what's going on right now, man. It's some real sinister stuff at hand, man. Some shit going on that, bro, might have to worry about getting arrested. He might have to worry about more than Cassie, man. From what's going on right now is basically there's a producer. I don't want to name him because, You can go look it up yourself. But it's a producer right now who is suing P. Diddy, Sean Combs for so much. I'm like, I don't know what he not suing him for. He going so hard. He throwing everybody in the mix, and he going as far as basically he incriminating that man, yo. Allegedly, and it's not even allegedly because really he in the lawsuit. You can go check it out yourself. It's public information.
Okay.
In the lawsuit, he detailed that there was an incident in California where one of the studios there was a altercation that took off that happened that led to P. Diddy and his son taking stepping into the bathroom with another unnamed young man that where it ended up with shots being fired. And in the lawsuit, it states that there were people that at the studio at that time, and the only two people to walk out of that bathroom after gunshots was fired was P. Diddy and his son. So it's crazy, man. And what's crazy is there was an actual incident reported from the LAPD that happened, but they say that when they came to check on the situation, that the guy who got shot had came in the studio running from a drive-by shooting that happened randomly or some shit like that, and he ran into the studio, and that's where he got to the bathroom to call him. And the producer states that, there were people that were there who actually cooperated with the story that P. Diddy had stated because they was bribed. So
this is what I'm gonna say on all that. I have
it's messy.
No earthly idea what Diddy has going on.
Nobody knows at this point.
But
nobody knows.
But if there's an inkling of truth to any of the stories that I've heard, then something's wrong. There's a disconnect. We gotta get, and I know we're all accountable for ourselves, and grown men and grown women, or grown men and grown women, and all these things. But as a culture, we gotta find a way to make sure things like this aren't going on. Things like this are not happening.
Well, Skin, and I ain't gonna lie, it's different because we living in a day and era where it's certain people out here that got enough power to make people shut up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like the direction that it's going in, a lot of people are looking at the opportunity to dogpile him. Not saying he innocent, not saying he doesn't deserve the backlash that he's receiving or backlash that he's getting, but I just feel like right now it's a situation where any and everybody who can do just pop up whatever and say Diddy did this, Diddy did that.
Right.
So it's just a bad time. It's a tough time for bruh. Definitely thoughts and prayers though, man, for everybody in the situation, man.
Yeah, that got out of hand real quick. Thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. Speaking of Philly, let's talk about, man, I'm watching the basketball game the other night.
Yeah.
And it might have been a break in the game where there might have been like 10-point score. Somebody was about to call a timeout. Mm-hmm. But a guy from the stands proceeds to start having basically cussing out match with a player. No, actually, there was no timeout called. The timeout was called by the officials to cool this thing out. Cool this thing down a little bit. So basically, I'm asking you this. I'm saying this to ask you, how do you feel about the fans, first of all, being as close to those players as they are in the NBA in those games, to the point when you watch it on TV, it looked like you could stick your foot out and end the career.
Yeah. That's how close you get to them. That's how close. When you talking about people spending thousands of dollars on tickets, you talking about people spending what most people making a month. Mm-hmm. Just some people, what I'm saying, make for 2 months for that experience. Right. It brings you closer than life, but at the same time, you got you have to understand that it's people out here who don't know the difference between when they're looking at the TV yelling, "Oh, you bitch," and when you sitting in the crowd and you right there and bro is like coming out of the tunnel and she yell, "Bitch," just like KD had seen last. That was crazy.
That also happened.
That was crazy. You seen how she looked at him whenever he turned around, like. That's how haters do when you finally see them, you know?
Yeah.
That's how haters do. So they don't think you're gonna stop, and then you turn around and it's a whole different story. In my opinion, I feel like as an American citizen that we got the right to say whatever we want to say, you know. But at the same time, it's a such thing called etiquette, you know. And when you dealing with an organization like the NBA, you gotta have a certain amount of etiquette. You gotta have a certain type of etiquette to be able to sit in those seats, because those seats aren't just for anybody, everybody. Those seats for people who understand the idea of class. So, I mean, I love shouting or whatever, getting drunk like the next person, but at the same time, it's a certain place to do that. So it's a time and place for that. So, yeah.
So
that's that.
So and I dig that, but that etiquette thing go out the window when you said what you said, and this is a grown man who heard that, felt that, and wants to respond to that.
So if you getting paid $200 million, I can't call you a bitch?
No. Not at all.
You getting paid to go out there.
I don't care how much I'm getting paid. I don't care how much I'm getting paid. No.
So you would have did with KD?
Before I made that money, and after I made that money, I was a grown man.
I would never.
Yeah. So, but I guess what I'm saying to you is there has to be a way to get those fans.
So you gonna throw the whole $200 million out the window?
Not that.
So you gonna throw the whole $200 million out the window? Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Hear me out.
$200 million gone.
Hear me out.
Call me whatever you want to call me.
We
call
can back
me rich.
Those fans up.
I'm gonna tell you, change the B with a R.
We can back those fans up 5 feet and make a difference. 5 feet isn't gonna take away from the experience.
Man, look here. If
when
I
they
paid $2,500,
when they dunk
if I paid $2,500 and you pushing me back 5 feet, you get your $1,500.
When they dunk the ball, there's a chance they're gonna break their ankle on the cameraman's leg every single time.
But
it's too much. It's too much.
I feel like niggas is soft. I feel like
those fans feel like they privileged enough to be able to, like you said, because you make this amount of money, I can say and do whatever I want.
So you feel like they're not. So you don't feel like
this isn't.
I mean, that's your opinion. Yeah. Me personally, if I'm getting paid $200 million to go out on the court, and you paid to come to my establishment, you paid to be a part of my organization, you paid to be a part of my show, a part of this circus, a part of this Circus Olay, cool. and it's alcohol involved, and you know, you're the opposite team, and you don't want me to win. Your job is to distract me. Your job, being a fan of the opposite team, especially if we're away, right, is to distract me, get me out of my element. Yeah. So, with that being said, you can't be soft when you get somebody who does something like that, especially older. Now, if she would have been younger and they would have been younger, I would have responded a little bit differently. I probably would have responded how he responded. Okay. But when you dealing with older people and they there and they having a time of their life, they probably never had tickets like this before, and then you kind of look like a snob. Then you kind of look like you look down on the people who paying for you to be here. So get your shit off, B. If you want to say that, do whatever you do. Because at the end of the day, you paid to be here, and I play to be here. So.
Well, to the fans, be careful, because once upon a time in Madison Square Garden, there was a team known as the New York Knicks who was not playing them games.
Oh, it was a team called the Detroit Pistons, and it was a Malice in the Palace. And shout out Ron Artest. Go look that up on YouTube, kids. Y'all gonna see what Ron Artest did. Shout out to him. I caught him in Venice Beach.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got a picture of him.
And hold on, because if I'm wrong about that New York Knicks Madison Square Garden gig, don't hold that against me. I could have been easily thinking about the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, Malice in the Palace. So it's only one of them, dog.
You gotta be careful about.
You imagine 6'5" Negroes
style.
Imagine
Nah.
7 foot
So-
coming to you full speed and you didn't even say it. You
You
was
had
just
to
sitting
eat
by the guy that said it.
You had to eat it.
Shut up. That's like when you go to a restaurant and niggas start joking and start talking about the people cooking your food and they not eating. Shut up.
So fans,
Yeah, man.
just be careful at the NBA games. The NFL ain't really got that much to worry about. They got barricades, walls. You got guards at every.
But Crocks and Socks, us, don't
Crocs
do
and
that to
Socks.
us.
Shout
when
out
we
to the
come
Crocs
do a
and
live
Socks
show,
community. Shout out
don't
to
do
the
that to
listeners.
us. Show
Please
us love. We there for y'all.
Please don't. Listen, man, it's Saturday morning. Maybe it's Sunday morning and you catching us over on YouTube. Either way, we just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for continuing to support the Crocs and Socks podcast. If you're paying attention, man, me and my good brother got these new shirts on. I hope you guys like this.
Y'all see the drip.
In just a bit, they will also be available to you with a link coming soon. Watch out for the link. Support the Crocks and Socks.
NOVILeadTV.com.
Yeah,
Support
man. The Crocks and Socks
support.
community soon, okay? Those links will be dropping soon.
So we gonna get on your ass like them boys did Cam. They ain't do good of a job, but we different. You seen that?
Let's talk about Cam Newton. All right, Cam.
You can't talk to those kids like that, Cam. Look, man, you can't talk to those kids like that. We know you rich. We know you a millionaire. We know you was in the NFL. But you can't talk to everybody like that. You know what's the difference between Cam and Eli and Peyton?
Talking about
When they go to their little joints, guess what? Guess how Eli and Peyton finish? We like to thank you, young man, for showing respect and leading with guidance this evening. Cam Newton, I'm trying to help y'all niggas. I'm trying to help y'all. Look, man, I'm trying. No, bro, you can't come
Cam
at people
Newton,
like
at
that.
this point, my brother Cam can talk to just about anybody however he chooses.
Well, when you about 6'8",
I don't know if you saw what I saw.
I seen it, man.
Okay, so
let's
put some respect.
But you can't do that without thinking something gonna happen.
Listen to me.
Them young boys with shiesties and switches out there, no. But y'all need to know Buddy held his ground, man. Shout out to Cam, bro. You definitely did that. That remind me of some days I had back when I had to get up out of there and hold it down.
Oh, man,
you did that.
No. Cam Newton is putting on a masterclass right now of changing the narrative.
Yeah, not only that, staying relative.
Earlier in the week, all I was hearing about was how they brought back the fact that Cam didn't jump on that fumble, and he was getting into it with a few of the other NFL greats and stuff like that on his podcast about that play specifically.
Yeah.
I have not heard a peep about Cam Newton not jumping onto that football in that Super Bowl game.
The thing about it is,
because Cam put them hands
the thing about it is
on 3 or 4 youngin.
The thing about it is, when you tell them you still got it, it's a difference between when you show them you still got it.
Okay.
He showed them. You don't think that man didn't used to run through people for a living?
I saw something.
I don't think they know the highlights.
That wasn't the first time that a few done tried to jump on Cam Newton.
Oh no, man, that boy.
That was not the first time that a few have tried to jump on
that boy moved like a natural.
Yeah.
What's up with Christian Woods, man?
Christian Woods, talk to me.
Man, my God, man, I don't know. You athletes?
What's going on with Christian Woods?
If y'all want us to make another podcast, we just talk about y'all shenanigans. Crocs and Socks gonna have to. I don't know, but Christian Woods, man, he got a lot going on. I feel like Chatty Patty talking about these guys. He's having like situation with his kids, mother, or whatnot.
Yeah.
Tell him what happened, man.
Nah, I don't know what happened with that, so I ain't got nothing for that.
Oh man, well, basically it's all over TMZ, it's all over the shade and all over the internet. I think bro was at a game and he found out one of his girls. No, he found out his BM had left his kid with her friend.
Oh, okay.
Then her friend said, "You can't get your kid." Yeah. What's going on out here?
So hold on. So let me break
What's
this down.
going on out
So
here, man?
the kid, the friend wasn't gonna give the kid to the girl because
So-
the guy is who let the girl watch the kid.
Yes. So
Man.
bro leaves the game, storms the property, ready to boop bop beat her, call the police. Police tell him leave. Can't even get his kid.
So he didn't even get to get.
Couldn't even get his kid, man. Hey man, you guys out there, y'all gotta understand we living in America, man. And we have as men gotta know the law. You gotta know the law. So man, prayers for Christian Woods, man.
That's important.
That situation just have been going all up and down my time feed. I don't know what these athletes, what they putting. They giving y'all enough money to stay out of trouble. And y'all just keep getting in trouble. Cam ain't even in the league no more. Still getting in
trouble.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't call it trouble. He had to defend himself. We don't know all of what happened there. I don't know all of what happened there.
Yeah, man. I gotta find the backstory, man. Y'all make sure y'all email us at Crocks and Socks.
Crocks and Socks, the podcast at Gmail.
Y'all tell us what happened, cause we still trying to find out to this
truth.
day, man.
We're trying to find the truth.
Speaking of the truth, man.
What you got?
I don't know if y'all realize what's going on or not, but
enlighten me, my friend. Talk to me about what's going on.
America ain't safe, man.
Talk to me.
Go ahead and drop my voice, man. You know what time of the party it is,
man. We got something for you.
You know what time of the party is, man.
It's the time for the Crocks and Socks conspiracy theory of the week. It's time. Let's go, man. America ain't safe
no more. America ain't safe no more, y'all, man.
Tell me why we aren't safe.
America ain't safe no more. You don't see what's going on right now at the border?
Oh, hold on. So the president and the vice president, not the vice president, the president and the former president went to the border. I saw that.
Yeah, shit, I couldn't tell. I ain't know nothing. Because by the looks of it, they going in, they checking in, and they ain't checking out, man. This is America done turned into the Roach Motel, man. So they checking in and they ain't checking out, bro. And what's so crazy is, I want you guys to look up what's going on right now. We living in a country where we pay taxes every year. We pay to be here. You know, your mother, your father, they pay to be here. But we got a group of people from other countries, and not just people of Hispanic descent or people from Mexico, because I have nothing against no races, no cultures, but it's just always good to know what's going on. But there's people from China, literally, right now, as we speak, crossing into our country, and nobody is doing anything about it. What's so crazy about it, I don't like to be political, but it's dangerous because we could be at war and not even know it, man. What if for some reason they got enough of those people over there and it was a plan? It wasn't just random people looking to flee for shelter. Nah. It was people who was on some Pearl Harbor type shit. So I say y'all need to go ahead and do like Chuck Wright say, do like, you know what I mean, a couple of the people say who believe in the right to bear arms, and be safe, man. Keep one on you. And those people who stay in those states down there, make sure y'all be safe, be careful, because like I said, when we living in a country where you don't know who's coming through, and you got weather balloons, we still don't know. We still don't know what the. We still, yeah. See,
I felt you
scared me, my dog. I ain't know if that was them coming through.
You scared me. Listen, that was
this week's Crocks and Socks conspiracy theory.
And we gonna move right along because this week's conspiracy theory. Well, so listen. I want to let you guys know about something that's going on. If you're not in tune, tap in with Black Effect over on Instagram. Black Effect Network is having their second festival at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, it's coming in April on the 27th. I attended the first Black Effect Podcast Festival, and
Oh
I
yeah,
had a
you
ball.
did.
Man,
Oh yeah, I remember you was
man.
telling me about that.
I attended that festival. I was able to meet and network with some amazing people. Shout out to my good sister, the professional homegirl, Miss Ebony. Shout out to DJ Territory, the iHeartRadio DJ that I met there, and I'm still able to work and communicate and connect with. Just
Shout out to all y'all, man.
Yeah,
For
man.
real.
Shout out to Black Effect Network for putting together an amazing festival. I had an amazing time. The networking was great. There were some great companies there, some great podcasts there. I learned a lot.
So you gonna be there? Let me guess.
and-
So we gonna let me guess. We gonna be there this year, right?
So I said that to say this. We will be the Crocks and Socks podcast.
Crocs and
will
Socks
be
podcast.
at
We there.
Pullman Yards attending the Black Effect Podcast Festival Network.
Black Effect Pod. We
Festival,
there.
Sorry. It's on April 27th. So don't meet us there. Beat us there. We will be attending. We will be
April 27th. We in the building.
In Crocks and Socks merch, you will easily
Yes,
be
sir.
able to identify us.
And if you want to buy some merch, we'll have something for you too.
The
Don't
link
worry
is
about
coming.
it, man.
The link will be out soon to purchase the merch. But make sure you're at that Black Effect Festival in April. Okay, Pullman Yards, Atlanta, Georgia. All right. You got anything else, man?
Cool.
You got anything else on your mind right now? What are you thinking about this week? This week of
Man,
craziness.
I don't know, man, because I feel
This
like
week of
with the conspiracy theory, I might have been out of order.
No, man.
You out of order.
Yeah. With
No, you out of order. You know what that is?
Who? Talk to me.
Man, shout out to Eric Mays, man.
Oh, you was out of order.
You out of order.
Eric Mays, man, a politician from Flint, Michigan. Rest in peace.
I ain't studying you.
Rest
Man,
in
look
peace.
at if you don't know who we talking about, man.
Man.
If you don't know,
Eric
listeners,
Mays.
if you don't know who we talking about, man, we talk about one of the
Man.
coldest OGs of all time, yo, man.
Rest
Rest in peace, man. Eric
Mays.
Mays was a senator out of Flint, Michigan.
Yes.
And when I tell y'all go look up Eric Mays. When I tell you, he became an instant sensation just by his voice and how he just handled people and his one line. You out of order. I don't care what you said. You out of order.
I remember coming across
Yes.
that guy. I remember coming
Yes.
across him, but yeah, man.
Yeah,
RIP
man.
to that good brother. He lived a life of service, and we appreciate what he did.
Man, he take no jump, man. For real. I feel
Shook it up. I will say he shook it up. He was shaking. He was definitely shaking things up.
you know who else shook? You know who shook the city up? You know who shook our hometown up this weekend?
Talk.
Your man.
I'm listening. I'm
Your
all
boy.
ears. Who shook it
Your
up?
man. Mr. Kevin Hart.
Oh, that happened?
He showed up.
Man, time out.
He showed up. He showed up.
Crocks and Socks listeners, if you listened and tuned in to episode 2, we had a conversation about
Did we bet?
Kevin Hart, Cat Williams.
Did
what
we
they
bet?
had going
I don't
on.
think we bet.
I don't think we bet. I don't think we bet. On
I'm
that.
glad because I would have lost. I
But
definitely
yeah.
didn't.
So Kevin Hart's doing this local like tour. He's not going to the big arenas. He came to a local arena near us. That's not the big arena in our area.
And when it comes to Kevin Hart, he usually comes to like Charlotte, major metropolitan areas. So it was really
It
shock.
when we saw the venue, it kind of threw us off.
because this was the same venue that a couple high schools,
Have the
and
graduation
colleges graduate there. And they don't even be having room for the people there for the graduation. They be having to clap outside from
This
outside.
is not a knock. This is not a knock. I just did not think that it was a real flyer or a real event, and it happened.
It looked like a Microsoft PowerPoint. It literally said Kevin Hart, new material.
Yeah. Apparently, it's the event happened, and I have no idea that literally right up the road from me, this event happened, and so, bro, you put me onto some new knowledge, and that new knowledge is the fact that Kevin Hart had his event at the auditorium.
Yeah,
locally.
man. That's big.
Alright.
That's big.
Oh yeah,
man.
that absolutely is big because I had no idea.
And I asked a couple people. I had a homie that went there. I asked a couple people. I was like, "Yo, did he show up?" Of course, I had to ask that first because I ain't really think he was gonna show up. But then not only that, I was like, yo, what do you say about Cat? Yo, what do you say about Cat? What do you say about Cat? And surprisingly, they said he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything about Cat.
I was like, wham, wham,
he,
wham.
let's be honest, he wished Cat well, and he told him to get that negativity up out of him.
Yeah,
and that's
he
all.
definitely
That's all
did.
I got for that, man. But you asked me about that we bet on that. But speaking of betting, let's go ahead and give a salute to the good people over at Underdogs. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Man, shout out to Underdog Fantasy, man. Let me see the last time. I gotta check my picks, man.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me tell you a little bit about my picks, right?
Go ahead.
This week I put my picks on James Harden. I had Harden having.
Ooh, you bet on James?
I had James Harden having 2 3-pointers.
Mm-hmm.
Green light. I had D'Angelo Russell coming in with 16.5 points.
Okay.
Green light, 18 points.
Shout
I also had Kawhi Leonard.
My guy.
Lower than 27.5. Kawhi went out with 26.
Okay, so you did good.
LeBron James, 34 points. He was expected to get 28. I'm green.
Okay.
But the good brother Anthony Davis.
No, don't say he let you down.
Anthony Davis.
Wham. Not street clothes.
Anthony Davis lower than 9.5 rebounds. I went with lower. He had 12 rebounds.
So he piped up and you counted them out.
I counted them
That's
out.
your fault, man.
Sometimes you're just an underdog.
Dookie water. That's your fault,
Let
man.
me get you. You want to check your picks?
Yeah. Let me check my picks.
See what you got going, man. Look.
Yeah, we'll catch
shout out
next
to
time.
Underdogs.
Yeah.
We don't have a code for you guys to type in, but we use Underdogs, and we think you guys should do the same. Tap in with Underdogs. All right. We'll let this dude check his picks. I'm gonna give him a second.
Nah, we're gonna leave with mine next week. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Because Underdogs is hit or miss. It's hit or miss. How you looking? You know, we'll talk about. Yeah, I say all that red. There ain't no green on there, bro.
Yeah,
there's no green. There's all
I gotta
red.
get better at that.
All red.
I gotta get better at that.
It's all red.
I gotta get better at that.
Shout out to the Crocks and Socks community, man. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for tapping in. This is episode 5 of Crocks and Socks, the podcast. Me and the good brother NOVI Lee are so appreciative.
Hey, man, we love that, man. We love y'all, man.
And being here every week.
We appreciate y'all for sure, man.
Man, listen. You been listening to any good music?
Man, look, J. Cole setting the streets on fire with
J. Cole set the streets on fire.
You can't think he's gonna do anything else but do that.
All right. So, does J. Cole deserve?
You know it, man. He deserves it. And then you can't just say bar.
What's he going? What's the next? You know what's?
It's a J. Cole freestyle.
It's a J. Cole freestyle. That's not gonna cut it.
That's not gonna cut it.
Just drop.
Yeah.
Oh man. Might delete later, volume 1.
Yeah.
You sure that's it?
Because
if it ain't the one, we can't go with it, man. I want to hit up bars of the week. All right.
Man.
So I gotta have this. Is the. Come on now.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I'm
gonna let him cue up those bars of the week because
we're gonna get on
if J. Cole deserves it, I gotta get it.
It's might delete.
Oh, so we worked. Okay, so we were correct. All right, let's go. Let's go. This is volume 1. J. Cole might delete later. All right.
Yeah.
Rap Genius Heat Seekers. Bars of the week.
Woo!
Talk to him, Cole.
Said I was finished, but I want another 2 summers. Hall of Famer hungrier than all the newcomers. Niggas swear they compare, but the truth humble. They get fucked 112, you couldn't do numbers. They tell the label I got A's all throughout mad. That mean I'm keen on the numbers and I count fast. You know it's money that you owe me, niggas phony, and I'm why Queen Phoenix walk the line. I'm about cash. Benjamin Button getting younger as the hours pass. Shit through the freshman cover twice, I'm never outclassed. It's not a rap, nigga breathing that can outlast. The fall off is like home dropping reasonable doubt last. We from the south where we learned all about
Let's go.
when niggas prone to shoot first and run their mouth last. And if you run your mouth, bitch, you going outside. Whole click getting slid on you a mouse pad.
Come on, man.
Woo!
Shout out to J. Cole. Rap
Shout out to
Genius,
J. Cole,
Heat
man.
Seekers. Bars of the week.
Bars of the motherfucking week,
that's
man.
the freestyle coming
That's the
in.
freestyle,
Might delete
man.
later, volume 1.
Might delete
Major
later,
salute to
man.
Cole.
Shout out to
This
Fall
week's
Off coming, man.
Heat Seekers. Bars of the week.
So how you feel about Cole in his position in the game right now?
J. Cole is by far one of my favorite rappers. I might say of the new school, my favorite rapper.
You ain't even think about that.
Didn't have to think about it.
No
Born
question.
Center, my favorite album.
Oh yeah.
Man, Cole, almost so close as you could call him local. All of us had either hoop dreams or rap dreams. My rap dreams, kind of, I felt like as a rapper that I thought I could be or would be. My style was a lot of, and that's, here and there, but was on like that.
Yeah. You was spitting knowledge, Yeah, you was spitting something people could pick up, you know what I'm saying, and put down.
How you feel about Cole? And I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I know what your skills are. I know for sure. Like me, I feel like, especially being a former artist myself, also I feel like he's exactly where he needs to be. He's exactly where he needs to be. I feel like he delivers on time every time. I feel like he never falls short.
Okay.
I feel like on features, he's always there. If you see J. Cole, you know that he's gonna be putting 110% effort into whatever you see his name pop up on. So I'm pleased with everything that J. Cole is doing right now. Like,
salute.
I mean, I wish I could say the same thing for that other kid from Compton, but
no. Kendrick. I heard somebody, I can't remember whose take this was, but I thought it was a great take. They kind of categorized Cole, Kendrick, and Drake as these three different things, but it was the titles that this person gave them. It was like, I want to say Kendrick was the artist, Cole was the this, and Drake was the that, and those titles made sense for them individually, and it didn't take away. I
feel like Kendrick was the. I don't want to say. I feel like Kendrick was the culture.
Okay.
I feel like J. Cole was the bar, and I feel like Drake was the star. And I'm leading with
Crocks
that.
and Socks community. Let's pose this question. Let's get it out there. Let's get it rotating.
I'm
Drake,
leading with that.
Kendrick, Cole. What do you claim and call them?
In what order, man? Matter of fact, I want y'all to leave a comment.
You can't go orders, bro. They are the top three. The order isn't in what we're.
But see, the thing is, go ahead.
The order doesn't matter. Those three titles that you just gave each of them own their own rightful place. This isn't a 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, I feel you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to know what the listeners are calling or claiming those three artists. What is Cole to the game? What is Kendrick to the game? And what is Drake? Because they are all three different things. They are all three different things.
Yeah, and not just what they are to you. What I feel like the contribution to the game was. Now, like right now, we living in a time where music is. I feel like it might be diluted.
Okay.
I would say music is stepped on, and I hope that we get back to the times where artists actually put their effort and put their all on the records, because that was a golden era. I feel like between the times of 2010, 2015, we had artists who were really working hard to put out their best body of work. And when it comes to the era after that, the internet played a lot. SoundCloud had a lot of play to do with that also. And the demographic and the age limit for what society would look for as a rapper decreased rapidly.
Yeah. The artist has changed for sure. I want to ask you, this isn't for the listeners, but for you. Yeah. Of those three artists, which one resonates with you the most?
I mean, I'd have to say Drizzy. Cause I always feel like I've been a man in some way, some way, form. Like, and even when I wasn't the man, I was the man. I was the boy. Like, and niggas knew, like, okay, he gonna be different. And I mean, cause I used to play keyboard. I used to be doing different things. I was doing music and things at like 12 when I was younger, and I wasn't an athlete, so a lot of things you see kids do. So far as football and sports, I never did, and I was more of an artistic person, and doing music I was on TV at 7th grade. Like so like just having that sense of young person, knowing what I wanted to do, knowing who I wanted to be, and then growing up and meeting celebrities and traveling, going around the world and things like that. I feel like I resonate more with Drake, definitely. Yeah.
Fire. Fire. Well, salute to Drake, salute to Cole, salute to Kendrick. But this week's rap
And
Genius
salute to y'all,
Heat
first of
Seekers-
all. Hold on, wait, man. Salute to y'all, first of all, for still,
for sure, salute
for
to
still
the
rocking
listeners.
with us,
For
man.
sure,
For sure.
for sure, salute to the listeners.
That's your taste buds,
Crocs
see your
and
saliva,
Socks.
because you
Crocs
know what
and
you about to
Socks,
think
the
and you know what you
podcast.
about to say.
So listen to me. We gotta give another shout out to J. Cole. This week's Rap Genius Heat Seekers Bars
Niggas
of
hit
the
my
Week.
line when they want something. That's a dub, it ain't love if it costs something. Niggas hit my phone up when they need something. I can't recall a time when you gave me something.
What?
Chopped off the top, nigga, I achieved something.
Ooh.
Chop down, bitch, let me see something. Niggas hit my phone up when they need something. I can't recall a time when you gave me something.
What?
Shout out to J. Cole. This week's Rap Genius Heat Seekers Bars of the Week.
Bars.
Man, look,
Bars.
man, hey, that's everything I got, man. But I want to say salute to Novi Lee. Thank you for being here again, representing for the Crocs and Socks
All
community.
day, man.
Yes,
All day,
sir.
gang. Man, we
you got
gang,
anything you
man.
wanna talk
Shout
about
out to
before
y'all.
we get out of here?
Man, first of all, I want to shout out Byron Lyles.
Shout out to Byron Lyles.
We had a
man.
great weekend. We did our
Kudos.
first episode of our talk show. Yes, what you're hearing is correct. NOVI Lee TV and the good people at NoviLeeTV.com would like to present to you my testimony, hosted by Byron Lyles. We did our first episode
Epic.
this weekend, and dog, when I tell you it was so crazy, man. When I tell you we had everything you could want to hear from a talk show. We had everything from one person seeing someone get their brains blowed out and shot 5 times and could have been the next person killed, to another person being drugged and, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately they losing their child and another, I don't want to tell it all, man. You guys gotta tune in, man. Y'all gotta tap in. We definitely gonna be giving it to y'all straight up from Novi Lee TV on YouTube. So make sure y'all tap in and we gonna bring it to y'all straight up, man. My testimony, hosted by Byron Lyles. And I think we're gonna be dropping that every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 8 a.m. So yeah, man, and it's gonna be on the same channel y'all watching right now.
Novi
So
Lee TV.
go ahead and
Shout out to
subscribe.
Novi Lee
Stop
TV.
playing and stay in the loop, man. But that's
Stay in
all
the
we
loop.
got for y'all this week. I want to shout y'all out for rocking, man. Everybody who been listening for the past few weeks, I want y'all to know it has not been easy, but it has been a pleasure.
Yes,
because y'all come first,
yo,
man.
you did. You ain't wrong about that. That ain't been easy, but it's for sure a pleasure to get it done. It means a lot to us that you guys tune in. You show the love. You show the support. You share the links. You helping us do what we're trying to do here, which is promote the comfortability of being yourself. Throw on your Crocs, throw on your socks, and be exactly who you are. All right?
Saturday
That's
morning,
what this is about.
throw on the robe.
That is what this is about. All right.
Throw on
Salute
some
to the
bacon.
Crocs and Socks.
Throw on some
community.
eggs.
Yes.
Cause it's the Crocks and Socks
Saturday morning.
podcast, man.
Before we get out of here, I'm gonna salute, man, and I'm gonna get out of here the same way we do each and every episode. If you know it, say it along with us. If you don't, learn it right now so next time you can. And that is salute to
the creators.